today's video, I'm going to be showing you how to get this super easy, simple, formal bun. Now, these buns are so elegant and really easy, and they go really well with a lot of styles of necklines on your dresses. So let's get on to the video. So to start, I have just washed and blow dried my hair and added a heat protectant. Now I use satin oil as my heat protectant because it also just gives a bit of a shine when the hairstyle is done. Now you want to part your hair where you usually part it, or if you don't usually part your hair but you part your hair for a bun, that's kind of where you want to part it. So I'm just going to part it just off-centered. Now I'm going to create the bun at about the crown of my head. So I'm going to grab a section of hair from about 2 inches deep, and then I'm just going to run that section around the crown of my head so that I have that 2-inch section going around my head. And then I'm just going to cut that. Now to tie this off, you could use the bungee method if you have a bungee, or you can put tube opens either side of a hair tie, but I'm just going to secure it with a normal hair tie, but one of the small plastic. My hair's a bit thick, so I'm just going to add a second one just to keep it in place. Now I just like to, at this point in time, just tie the rest of my hair just down here and down at the bottom of my head and just out the way so that I can deal with my ponytail first. Now for this style, make sure that you don't get your ponytail into that small one. So for this style, I'm going to use my 19 to 25 millimeter curling wand. So turn it on, and I use it at the lowest heat setting, so I'm at 130 degrees. And don't forget to add your heat protectant or heat resistant gloves so that you don't burn yourself. And then we just want to curl our ponytail. It does not matter which way you curl your hair. You can curl it towards the face or away from the face. It doesn't really matter. So I'm just going to go ahead and curl every strip. Now I hold my hair to the barrel for about 10 seconds. And then I hold it in my hand for about 5. And then I let it go. Now that was a bit short. See how it's wavy? We want it nice and curly. So I'm going to split that section up and do a smaller section. I seem to be failing at my curls today. So I'm just going to swap sides. Do it on this side. if your curls aren't working, then switch it up, try different things. I switch sides. Sometimes if I'm not liking the can't speak. If I'm not liking the curl, I switch the barrel also. But I'm just going to go for smaller sections, and I'm going to hold it for 15 to 20 seconds instead of 10. Now I'm also going to alternate which way I curl the hair, so that the curls don't all go the one way. You could also, if you wanted to, after each curl, go in with some hairspray if your curls aren't staying very nicely. Also try to curl as close, try to curl as close to the hair tie as possible without putting the heat on the hair tie, as you don't want the hair tie to snap. What melts into your hair? So now that you've curled all your hair, you just want to go back and check them all out. So I've got this one just in here that's a bit loose, so I'm just going to re-curl it so that the curls are nice and tight for this style. Make sure that if you are re-curling that you do curl them the same way, otherwise they go all funny. Now you don't want to run your hands through it too much because you want the curls to be nice and tight. Now I'm just going to recenter my ponytail and retighten it. And then I'm just going to spray a little bit of hairspray on my curls. If my hairspray wants to work. And just bunch them up like this so that they keep the curl. Try not to put hairspray on the rest of your hair. Now you want to take your donut and feed your ponytail through the donut. And then I'm just going with a couple of hairpins just to keep the donut in your hair. And this is where the fun begins. There is no right way and no wrong way to place your curls into the bun. Really, you just want to bunch them up and just pin the curls in. So, yeah. It is best to have a mirror. My mirror is behind the camera, so I'm going to be doing it by feel, which I usually do anyway. So. Now the idea is to cover the entire donut. Now these bits of hair are pretty much for the bulk of the bun. You can use both hairpins and bobby pins. I use a mixture of both. Either or works. You really just pull up the hair, put it in, and at the end floor it. Flow wherever you want. And I just got my little handheld mirror to help me out while I'm facing them this way. So I put a mirror either side, and so I can just see what I'm doing. Now because you want to cover the entire donut, some of these pieces will stay hanging down, and then you probably, and then I'm going to just pull them up like these. Feels a little bit like Medusa at the moment. So you can see that that's where the donut is. So then you just want these pieces to fall backwards so that it doesn't look like you're trying to hide a bun in there. now that I'm happy with the bun, I'm going to let out the rest of the hair. And then in sections, I'm going to curl and then add into the bun. Now, with these sections, I do try to loop them in. So once I've curled it, I loop it in like this, so that it gives not this tight look, but a nice looser look. So I'm just going to start from the bottom of the ears and do the bottom first. So again, I'm just going to tie these sections off underneath my chin so that they're out of the way. Oh. It's a beautiful look, really. Don't know why people don't walk around with the hair tied underneath their chin like this all the time. It's stunning. Oh, where's my dad? Right here. Now, I'm just gonna spin around this side. That's it. That's a little bit. Now I'm gonna split my hair into 3 sections. The 2 side bits and the back. Now I'm going to curl these sections. I'm going to curl them probably the exact same way so that they all curl in the one direction, and I'm going to start with the back section. Now you can hairspray these pieces. I tend not to until I finish the hairstyle. So I'm going to find the bottom of the bun. Then I just wrap it up like this. In the end, got a couple of bobbies in there and just and then you can just pin the curls where you want them. I'm just going to leave them where they are for the moment while I do the other 2 sections. Usually just into the bun. But I'm going to start on my right. Yes, this is again, taking small sections and curling the same way for the entire section. Holding for 15 to 20 seconds, putting my hand for about 5 to 10, and making sure that the curl is curled all the way to the root. And again, you want to do the same thing you did for the bottom. So find the base of the bun, and then you want to keep it nice and loose and just pin your hair underneath. To try as you're pinning not to get the hair that you're trying to only get the hair that you're trying to pin and not getting any other bits of hair. And then again, you can leave the, now that's got a wig like this on my hair, but it'll be fine, I'll cover it with these bits of hair. And again, if you want to leave the curled bits of hair out, that's fine. I'll pin that one in, just in here. Then you want to do the same on the side. And then you got the ends, then you can pin them up, you can leave them, or I'm going to wait till I do my front sections. So again, I'm going to split these front sections into two sections. So a top section and a bottom section. And I'm going to give myself to tie my hair out the way, do the bottom sections first. And again, just going to start on my, doesn't really matter, I'm going to start on my left, some weird reason. And again, the entire thing you want to curl the same way. As it's my front pieces, I usually curl it away from my face, but it's entirely up to you because the pieces aren't actually around your face. Now, saying that, if you do want pieces to stay out around your face, I am going to take a small section from here and a small section from the top to frame around my face. Those pieces I do recommend curling away from your face if you do take them out. But I will get to that when I finish curling these sections of hair. Now I'm just going to take a piece out right here. And again, it's going to go in and put it in next to the bun. Now, make sure to keep these pieces nice and soft as you're putting them in. I'm going to use that hairpin for these pieces so that they're still nice and soft. And then get from where I want before adding a bobby pin. And then I'm going to do the same thing on the other side. Now, the piece of hair out on this side, do try and match it on the other side. Again, you want to keep these sections nice and loose. Get up to the base of the bun. And pin it in. Make sure as you comb out these top sections that you don't comb out the curl on the bottom. And again, I'm going to curl away from my face because the pieces of hair are around my face. Now you can, if you want, leave out a big chunk because it's a bang, if you have bangs. But I'm just going to leave the full wispy pieces out. And again, I'm going to start on my left. Who knows why? Don't usually, but that's what I'm going with. And again, you want to take small sections. Come close to the root and the same way as the rest of the curls you're going to fill. Over 15 to 20 minutes. Oh, not minutes, you don't want to hold it for minutes, might burn off your hair. 15 to 20 seconds. Hold it in your palm for a couple of seconds. And then let it go. If your hair does start to stick to your curling wand, then lower your heat if you can, or lower the amount of time that you hold it on the head, because you don't want to burn off your hair. Again, I'm starting to comb the hair together at the top. Find a couple of pieces to keep out. just going to look it in this one. Now if you want, you can add a braid to these pieces of hair. To give you like a little braid with your bun. Then you want to do the same thing on the other side. I'm just going to go back and undo that later. Okay, do the same thing on the other side. Again, you can come back to these bits later. Looking a bit funny down there. Again, curling the hair away from the face. Sorry guys, the camera died, but like the rest of them, you just sweep that piece in, pin it in, and then with the rest of the curls, just pin them up like you did with the bun section. And then you can just go around your head, recurl pieces that need to be recurled, and then top it all off with some hairspray. Make sure everything just sticks nicely. And yeah, and your dress, your shoes, your heels, they are your shoes, your jewellery, and voila! Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you really enjoyed that. If you do try this style at home, please send me a photo or tag me in a picture. I do really want to see what you've done. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up and hit that subscribe button and the grey bell next to it to get notified every time I post a new video. Don't forget to comment down below if you've seen a hairstyle like me to try and replicate for you, and we'll see you all next week. Bye guys!